cat. Got locked in there. You alright, Shadow?
Hey, we're the Green Shields.
We're just a crazy Canuck family that sold their farm and bought a sailboat with no sailing experience.
Join us on our sailing adventure.
Why so many cruisers gather here in Georgetown, here along Weestocking Island? The biggest reason is community. We live such a nomadic lifestyle that finding connections and making connections are few and far between. So when we can get together with other cruisers and make connections, make friendships, it makes the journey so worthwhile. 9:30, we gather on the beach for beach church and enjoy singing and fellowship and a message with the body of Christ.
So good seeing them all up there having a good time. What are the weapons we fight with? There are spiritual giants. We fight with patience, compassion, faith, truth, mercy, self-control, understanding, knowledge, kindness, prayer, humility, vulnerability, perseverance, encouragement, and above all else, love. You know, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 says, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." You know, there's an expression, if you can see it, it's not your enemy. We all have to remember this the next time we fight with our spouses. Our spouses are not our enemies, right? We need to see what is the unseen thing there. We need to not fall for it. That the battle is fought in the heavenly realms and fought with the unseen things, against the unseen things. And you know what it says over and over 365 times in the Bible? Do not be afraid. It follows it all up after I am with you. That Jesus goes with us. So point number 3, we'll close up here, I promise. All right. Point number 3 is love is the most powerful of the unseen things. It's the most powerful of the unseen things.
Sure.
So I would do this. I would literally.
With so many boats in the harbor, there's lots of young people around. Sophie and Janai enjoyed some time on the beach.
We ended up playing hangman for several hours.
Our friends on CB, Ainsley and Fabio, brought me a conch shell, and John helped me make a conch horn.
Got the power tools out.
Just the upper lip. You're supposed to be taking a picture of your mother doing it. Can I see? Let me have another. Just the upper lip. Sure. I want to try. I want to try. I'll lose it.
But welcome to the 8 a.m. Georgetown Cruiser Net. My name is Callie and I'm on SV So Much More and I'm your net controller for today. Alright, let's get started. Do we have any departures? Any vessels leaving the harbor today? Departures, please come now.
CB.
Go ahead, CB.
Hey guys, we're heading north, probably as far as Shroud. Gonna be out of town for several days, but we'll be back this way soon enough.
Have a good trip, CB. If there are any local businesses wishing to make an announcement to the net this morning, please come now.
I said, this is Tahina, and that was actually a question more than anything about a local business, but we went to Sun Oil this morning, and they're supposed to be open at 7, but they're not open. Does anybody know the story with what's going on with Sun Oil?
Would anyone care to jump in?
Journey?
Go ahead, Journey.
I believe they're open at 8. Okay, thank you very much. That's interesting. That's not the posted hours, but I guess we can go with that.
This is Imony.
Go ahead, Imony.
I missed the answer to that last response about Sun Oil for propane. What was the opening time?
Apparently it's 8 o'clock, but I've heard from other cruisers that it's best to give them a call because sometimes it can be hit and miss. Is there any community announcements or events going on today in Georgetown?
Endangered species?
Go ahead, endangered species.
This is Robin, and we're going to have water aerobics today at 9:15 at South Monument Beach. It's a 1-hour class, and you might want to wear a shorty and bring some water shoes. This is Robin on endangered species.
Jersey Girl.
Go ahead, Jersey Girl.
Good morning, Harbor. Texas Hold'em today at Peace and Plenty in the cabana on the hill north of the beach bar. Sign-in begins at 1:30, and we're usually finished before 5. We'll see you there. Jersey Girl out.
Oh, there you are.
Nina loves her walks on the beach, but when she's done, she's done. She's ready to go. That's okay, because we're off to the farmer's market.
We are at the farmer's market here in Georgetown. And this is...
Hi! Welcome to our farmer's market, Bee Sanctuary, or all things bees farm and nursery.
Nice, and she also has the best farm fresh eggs here on the island too. Getting good quality farm fresh eggs is always a treat, and Erica treated us to a wonderful sampling of her honey. We'd been back from town for about 30 minutes when the call came out on channel 68. Fire! As details poured out over the radio, we learned that motor yacht North Star, who was tied up at the Exuma Yacht Club, had spontaneously started to burn and caught fire. But thanks to the quick thinking of several cruisers that were over there, especially a shout out to Michael, who's on Houseboat Mango, he tied up his boat and pulled her out to where she could safely burn without causing any more damage. And those that were on shore quickly put out the fire that was smoldering on the docks and really prevented a bigger catastrophe happening because he was tied up close to the fuel dock. There was also concern about his fuel tanks igniting and any propane that he might have had on, and thankfully there was no boom. She burned down to the waterline and was extinguished.
With the generator down, we needed to rely entirely on our solar panels, which meant that our solar arch in the back needed to be facing the sun. So we started using a stern anchor to make sure that we were getting our batteries fully charged before the end of the daylight. Normally, the panels would pick up the sun just fine, but with the shorter days and the lower elevation, they didn't seem to be grabbing as much power as they normally would. With the tidal change and wind direction change, we often had to reposition the anchor to keep the stern into the sun. You gotta be able to swing this when you get the rockers in the right spot.
And you need somebody in there at the front that can help?
That might be what we do, because this is already extremely comfortable.
22 millimeter.
Yeah. No, there's no room for see if this fits. If it fits. Okay, go into the red containers.
That's not big enough?
No. I'm thinking a 24 or 25 based on what I saw. I'm hoping we have one.
So, what exactly are you doing?
Adjusting the rockers.
Okay.
The valves.
Once you've done that, we're going to put it back together and then run the engine.
That's the idea. So I've had a fun and exciting morning. Might have the generator fixed again. Emphasis on might. We'll test it out tonight. And more importantly, we got the firmware update on the Victron done.
Before you have things,
That's what shows up there now.
Weird.
My friend Randy from SV Nurse had both the tools for me to update the Victron inverter, but also realized that I had missed a connection between the shunt and the Victron controller. We finally have our batteries reading properly. I missed a small part of the data cable between the shunt and the cerebral for the Victron. But now that we got power, it's saying 100%, but at 13.7 volts, we know it's not there yet. The menu. Now the next question is where. There we go. Press to start.
So what does the equalization do?
Basically, it's an overcharge on the batteries to make sure all the cells are topped up and even.
Good morning. It is Monday, January 16th. 2015. We are left Georgetown. We left first thing, lifted anchor, and we're on our way by about 7:45 this morning. My heart leaves full. We arrived in Georgetown. We were very low in spirit and just questioning whether or not we'd be able to continue with our journey on the water, and was it worth it with all the issues we were having, power issues, water maker issues, generator problems. The list seemed long, but the community in Georgetown is amazing, and I cannot say enough about the cruisers and the community there. Everybody looks after each other. We help each other as much as possible. Sorry, I'm at the helm. And just really an uplifting place. And I'm so grateful for the community there, for all their help, just playing crazy, helped us get our water maker working. Other cruisers helped us try and fix the generator, which hasn't happened yet. But we leave Georgetown with our hearts full and full of love, full of gratitude, and just very grateful and thankful to everybody there, and really do hope to come back later in February for the Georgetown Cruisers Regatta. So we're headed to NASA, making our way up there slowly. We've got to meet our friends on SV42. They've got some stuff for us. And then our friends Ruth and Jeff Williams are coming in on a cruise ship. And so we're looking forward to catching up with them. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. Hey, subscribe and hit the bell. That way you won't miss any of our uploads. It really does help us out. And if you'd like some more great content, visit our website at www.svsomuchmore.ca. Our crew blogs are there, and hey, you can even join our crew. Thanks again for watching.